Oh, got a late start today. Yeah. I really don't have nothing to do today. Well, put it this way, I don't have nothing that I wanted to do today. But anyway, today is March 17th. Oh, is that St. Patrick's Day? Huh, I'll have to look that up. Anyway, March 17, 2024. It's 8 a.m. It's 38 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit of a chill in the air. But the grass is green. Hard to tell with the sun up like that. And cattle are eating the hay and eating grass too, so they're getting the benefits of both. Yeah, that's good hay over there. Even with all that green grass they got, they still like that hay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get another view. Yeah, it's a little chilly today. At least the ponds are got water in them. Yeah. There's all the cattle. Okay, that's enough. Alright, at least the frogs are still chirping even if it's cold. Yeah. Well, the green up continues. The trees are still, some of the trees are starting to put out little green leaves already. It won't be long enough, everything, all the trees will be green again. Yeah, and then it'll be spring. Spring's in a few days, so let's just keep waiting for it and it'll show up. Okay, catch you later. Well, today is March 17th, 2024. It's about 11 a.m. And I'm not going to do nothing special today. It's a nice day, but there's a cold north wind, so I'm not going to do. I don't have any actual work to do today. Although I'm going to be keeping. I just come out here to check on the cattle, see if there's any calves. There's 2 cows up there on top that I'm going to check, and the other one is over there, I think. But she didn't have doesn't look like she has any calves. So no new calves, but I'll be checking them probably every day, because they're due to have sometime this spring. Okay. All right. I'll get a closer look. I decided tired of looking at these dead branches. These are from that walnut that I trimmed last year over there, hanging over the fence. So I'm gonna throw them over there, load them onto the truck, and I got some more over there. I want to pile them all up there and burn them someday. Not today though. And I got some more branches over there. And I'm gonna throw over and load on our truck too. And then I'll have them all in one pile. That way I don't have to go around them when I mow this, like I did last year. Well, actually, all I ever mow is I just mow along the fence, on the inside of the fence sometimes. I mow the rest of this like once a year in the late summer, if I think about it. Okay, let's move some of these branches now. Not sure, but I think the temperature's in the 40s, but the wind from the north, oh, it's a strong wind, and it's cold. North or west? Yeah, coming from that direction now. It keeps changing. It's so cold though. But the sun feels warm. on, but not with the wind. Okay, I'm gonna straighten up this pile before I bring the other limbs here. I'm just gonna stack them here, and someday I'll burn them. Of course, the cows will probably scatter the pile again. Okay, let's get to work. It's a little bit better. Cattle might scatter them again, but anyway, I'll go pick those up over there on this side of the gate. Then I'll throw them other ones across the fence and throw them on the truck too. And I'll load it all here. And that was cold. Cattle. Cattle aren't in the water today. Too cold for that, ain't it? It's somewhere in the 40s. Well, this cattle are relaxing, eating grass. That's good. I try to give them a good life here. It's only 20 acres. I wish I had more for them to roam around on, but make do with what I have. What's that old saying? Do what you can with what you have. There you are. I think that was by Teddy Roosevelt. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. Cleaned those two big trees, dead trees. That one and the one against that fence. I pulled them out of there and pushed them over on this side because they're out of the way there. I was going to throw that, the end of this, the stump there, the root ball. I was going to throw it over against there, but I said, that's a good warning there. I'm getting too close to the edge, so I'll just leave it. Anyway, I don't know if I ever mentioned this. That's another one of my big boxes. That's like the big box I got up there on top by the wagons that I moved out there. Yeah, that's like one of the first big boxes I used. I made it too big for the bale though. Although originally I think, now that I think about it, originally I think I made it because I was putting square bales in it. Yeah, I put square bales so they wouldn't scatter them. I put square bales in those big boxes. But when I started using them for square bale or round bale, big round bales, they were too big. Yeah, because I remember putting square bales in them. Yeah, I put one there, two this way. Yeah, that's how I did it. One across the end, two this way, two that way on the long. They're longer on this side than that side, so two bales, one bale and one bale. That way they all had something to eat. I may have put some in the middle too, but I'm not sure. But anyway, in this old culvert, I remember getting that on the road that goes to the farm. What, halfway? It's closer to the farm. I remember that culvert that they replaced, and they just threw this out into the neighbor's field. And I asked the road commissioner if they're going to use them, and they said no. So I said, oh, I'll take them. So I got them. That was a long time ago. Let's see what it is. Back in the 80s, I guess. Yeah, late 80s. Anyway, it just happened. And then there were like 4 sections there. And I used my trailer. I rolled them up. I rolled them up a small ramp into my trailer. They just happened to fit inside the trailer as I rolled them in. And then I rolled them out. And that was my first bridge here. I put that culvert down there, those 4 culverts connected, and then I covered it all with riprap. And on top of the riprap, I poured some cement. That was a lot lower than this bridge. It was near the bottom of the thing, and I just expected all the water to flow over. Just like, in other words, I built it somewhat like that over there for the road. That's what they did. They put a metal culvert in, about that same size, whatever that size is, and then they just covered it with concrete. So I was kind of doing the same thing, except I put riprap down first, which that was probably my mistake. Yeah, I shouldn't have put the riprap on. But anyway, It worked for a while until a big flood came, and then the flood, that's what these are. That's what these remnants are. Just when there's some concrete over there underneath those logs too. And I said it was down low to the creek. And it worked pretty good for a while until the flood. And then the flood washed out part of the concrete. I mean, it actually broke. I guess I didn't have no reinforcement in it. That's why. Anyway, the riprap washed out. That's what all this came from. Yeah, it was. So I had to have that dug out, and that's when I built this. Yeah, I think if I would have done it better, if I would have done it the right way, I would have just put the culvert in and then put concrete across the top. No riprap, just concrete. I think that would have been better. I think what had happened is the water was going underneath the concrete through the riprap, and that's what weakened it, I guess. Anyway, that was then. This is now. Anyway, that's the story on that stuff. Okay, let me go check the cattle now. Let's start with them. I see there's 5 of those culverts. There's 5 of those. Some of them are busted up, but I said it worked pretty good until the flood. Then it didn't work. That's why I built something a little stronger. And the culvert's a lot bigger. Okay, but like I said before, I was imitating or tried to imitate what they built there across the main road down there at the bottom of that hill. They just got a metal culvert going across, about the same size as that hole there, that culvert, and then they just covered it all with concrete. And whenever creek is high, it goes over the road. Okay, that's all. It's kind of calm right here. There's not much wind. A little. Oh, here it comes. It's coming back. Yeah. Oh no, that's the heifer. That's the heifer. That's the oldest cow. So the other cow should be, and that's her baby from last year. That's her calf from last year. That cow and that calf. Yeah. That's a heifer. She's due too. I'll get a closer look at those on the other side. That's the other cow. That's the second oldest cow, and that's her calf from last year. And those are just 2 heifers. Actually, that other white one is her first calf, and then that red one is a heifer, and that's her 3rd calf. That's her 2nd calf right there. So it's all one big family. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get out of this wind. It's too cold. Too cold. Let's see if I can get a closer look at those. I'll probably drive across and do it. Across the bridge. Well, this creek's kind of rugged. It's a lot wider than it used to be. When I first dug it, it wasn't this wide. They got wider over the years, and the cows wore these paths through here. I think the creek was only that wide, but it all washed away over time. That's the nature of water. Takes away the soil. Okay, and then the water's flowing good. And this is their favorite spot here. They like to soak themselves in here when it's hot. It's a little water hole. Summertime it gets pretty stagnant with all the pee and stuff. Anyway, let's go. Cooling your feet? Huh? Okay. Oh, you went down there just to pee? Oh, you crazy calf. Oh well. That's animals for you. And we're not far behind either. I remember I remember going around this log when I was mowing, so I'm going to throw it across. And what I think I might do, since I'm not going to be cutting these up anytime soon, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my tractor and chain them. I'm going to drag them all close to that dead tree. Someday I might burn them all right over there. Yeah, that way everything will be, if I saw it and I saw it up, it'll be close and I'll burn that whole tree down. It's already burned inside. It's hollow inside. Yeah, I'll just, well, when we were pulling them out, when all that broke off, it fell into the creek because it was dead. Fell into the creek. All these branches were in that creek there, so I had to get them out so they wouldn't clog the creek up. So my brother helped me. He had used his big tractor to pull them out. So he just put them there, get them out of the way. That was probably my idea, so we could drive around here and pull them. He had to pull this one out from this side, and all the others pulled out from the other side of the tree. Anyway, it's time to drag them all back close to the tree. Yeah, I think I can do that with my tractor. Just drag them. Okay, I'll catch that. I'll do that sometime later, before the grass gets too big. I picked up a few limbs near the tree, near this dead tree that broke off. I can't stand. My theory is, I got pictures of it from way in the past, when it was green, and then when it turned brown, because I think it got hit by lightning, because for some reason the whole inside of it's burned out. The only way I can see that happen is that it got burnt from the inside out. That's strange. Anyway, it became hollow and it was dead. And finally the branches broke off and fell into there and there, from up there. And yeah. That's what it looks like now. Yeah. It didn't go anywhere now, although those branches might fall in up there if they ever break off. But I can pull them out with my tractor. They're small. Okay. Yeah, I cleaned up some of these branches that were laying through here. Hey little cafe. Yeah, you get my tractor in one of these days and pull all these branches, big limbs up to here. So when I do cut them up, yeah, when I do cut them up, I'll pull these two up as close as I can get. Yeah, along here. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? You want to smell me? Yeah, you didn't like that. Go ahead. Okay, you go about your business now. What was I at? I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. Yeah. I picked up these branches along here. I had a whole lot of branches here. I picked up what I could. Yeah. The rest of these I'm going to use the tractor to pull them close to the big tree. Big dead tree. Let me back up a little bit. Get a wider shot of that. From this angle, this tree reminds me of the old tree in the movie Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp and Christopher Walken, the headless horseman, came out of the bottom of the tree, out of the ground, out of the roots of that tree, and with his horse. Yeah, I remember that movie. That's pretty good. Anyway, this image here kind of reminds me of that tree. Scary looking. Okay, yeah, someday I'll burn it down with the. When I burn it down, though, it'll probably fall into the creek. So I'm still debating. The first thing I do, though, is get that one drug up to there, and then get all these drug up into there too, at least closer to the tree and out of my pasture area, because it's hard to mow around these things. Of course, the cattle like them. Oh look, see, he likes to scratch himself on them. Yeah, he likes to go right through there. They got a lot of scratch points there. See. But they could still do the same thing after I move them up by the tree. Okay. Yeah, you too, huh? Looking for a scratcher? Sure are. Yeah, everybody scratches on these. That's why I left them, sort of. I left them because I'm lazy to move them. But I'll use the excuse of for them to scratch on. That works for me too. Two scratchers. And there's another scratcher. But you can see what I'm talking about, this tree here. This one and that one, that's part of the trunk. It's all black on the inside. It's all been burnt. And I didn't burn it. That one too, I'll get a better look at that one. Scratching again. Okay. Let's go back to second the cows across the creek. It's just another angle. Yeah, this. Okay. Now I'm wondering about something. Oh yeah, we had this whole tree here. I think this part here was connected to the back end there, and it was too heavy for my brother to pull out of the creek, so we cut it in half. We cut this part off, so he's able to drag that one out, and then this one, or this one, and then that one. I don't know which one came first. Look at that bull. He likes to scratch. I'm scratching his butt. That's funny. That's so funny. That one's still working. That one's still scratching. And those two are still across. They're still across the creek. I get a kick out of him. Scratching his butt. Okay, let's get another view. Nah. Yeah, they're eating grass now. Oh, oh battery. Plug in my other battery. I'm gonna get a look at something real quick. Yeah, that's the end that was cut off. Yeah, that log over there was cut off with this one because the whole thing was too heavy for my brother to pull out of the creek, especially with all these limbs on it. Yeah. Okay. One more look at something. That thing was burnt all the way through. Yeah. This is This is the part where, well, this was more near the cut end was near the top, I think. Well, the way I'm figuring it is that if that cut end on that end came off of that, it was there sticking out, right? So that means this was the actual top of the tree. Well, looks like some other limbs might have fell off before that. And this part here is the part that was broke off the top of that tree there. Yeah, this was all this, and then at that, it was a tall tree. It was a very tall tree. So what I don't understand though is, I know we cut that. I know we cut that off over there because the thing was too big, but it looks like, I'm not sure why, but it looks like it's been cut here too. I can see daylight through there. But why is it still in one piece? Maybe we didn't cut all the way through. Anyway, that was a big thing to fall out. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I gotta move these. I think I moved my tractor. That one might be a headache to move. But I think if I can move it, grab it on this branch, I think I can get it up high enough where I can drag it. I guess I should be dragging it that way, not this way. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one to pull. I don't really want to cut nothing on these. Those should be easy. Yeah, and that one over there too. This is going to be the hard one to drag. That one's easy. I just grab around there, chain it there. This one I may have to just chain the whole thing. If I can get a chain underneath. Anyway, I'll be working on it one of these days. And I feel like it. I like to have a warmer day though. And a cow that's supposed to have a calf soon. I hope. We'll see. Yeah. They're all out there grazing. Yeah, I need to drag them closer to the tree. They're in my way there when I mow. And they'll still be able to scratch on them. And this area here, you can see it's a little low. It's always been a low spot through this field, always. And when the weather's dry, like in the fall when when I kind of lock them in here when we're hauling bales, I always feed bales in this low spot. Actually, the low spot goes that way, curves. You can see it in here, and then from here it goes out this way, and then there's a low spot in there too. And that's where when it floods, that's where it always accumulates trash, like corn stalks and stuff. Yeah, on the low side, which I got to clean up sometimes. Anyway, right now, I gotta go across the creek and check those cow and a heifer. Okay. Catch you later. It's almost noon on March 17, 2024. Yeah. And I gotta go check the cow and the heifer across the road. I can see them from here though, but it doesn't look like they're close to having a calf, but they're due sometime this spring, I hope. Okay, I'll catch you later. Well, one last look at my Sleepy Hollow tree. Okay. Alright, catch you later. Little bully. How you doing, little bully? Little bully. Am I scaring you? Huh? Yeah, you look good. Yeah, you look good. Don't fall in the creek. Gotta be careful. Yeah. I just don't get a view from this side of the pasture. I'm always over there on the road. It's nice to get a different view. Oh, there's the bully calf, the little bully calf from last year, and his mama behind him there. Okay. There's a view of that creek. See how the trees have grown up over the years? So the water looks like it has to go around. It's making the creek wider, but changing course. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was all too thick in here. They couldn't. I remember this pile of brush. They couldn't even get in here, and they still can't get in. I don't think they can walk through here. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I remember last summer. Was it last summer? I forgot. Yeah, when I had them locked in here when we were hauling bales. I think it was like September. Yeah, it was so, the creek was so dry, and I had to lock them in here, and there was no water on this side except for the creek, so I had to make sure that they had water. And right in this area, somewhere in here, there was nothing in the creek up here. This is all dry here, and the water down there was foul next to the bridge. But at least down through here, inside these trees, there was a one spot where they could go in and drink. So that saved me. Okay, because I like to keep them locked out when we're hauling bales, just so they're not in the way. Okay, let's go check the rest of it. Yeah, I could. I'm sure this can be cleaned out. Hey, bully. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I'm just walking. Just a walking. Yeah, somewhere in here, too, maybe. But anyway, I don't think they can't go down the sides here. They can't cross there because of the trash. At least not that I can see. And I think they can't get in there because of this trash. This is too steep here. Yeah. I got this blocked off so they can't go through here. Yeah. Yeah. I got that fence coming around the corner, ending right there, because I don't want them going down that way either. Yeah. Yeah, I got this blocked off, so they used to go down. I think it was over there somewhere. Yeah, or maybe it was here, I don't know. But I got it blocked off. And let me check some. Yeah. think it's all willow. Show one thing here. Here's my new fence I put up last year. The two smooth wires are already here. That's all they had on this side. So I added I added this wing. No, I think this wing was here. I just added the barbed wire. Yeah, I added the barbed wire. And right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, you can still see my T-post. I gotta dig it out of there someday. Yeah, there's my T-post. This fence used to come here, and then I had a post here. Actually, I think it went down that way. Connected to that T-post, and then from there it went across. But when it went across, it was just a dummy wire. Well, actually, it went across there. Yeah, it went across from there. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I remember this. Whenever it floods, I had to figure out a way to. That's when all this was clear. This whole creek was clear, like it was down on the other end. But I had to figure out a way to keep them from going out, because sometimes they would go get past there. If the fence was down, they would go out, and then get out. And anyway, I had a fence here. It was 2 dummy wires, and they were connected. I think it was on this post. It was on this post. Click on it, that way I can reconnect them easy, because it was easier. Because that side was too steep. Anyway, this side, the wires were connected there, but they weren't on. I think I had another post down there next to the creek, so that way it stopped them from going through. But when the flood came and the wire was down, because it got washed away, or washed, I had to go pull it out and then throw it across and try to get it when the water was low. Anyway, that was always a hassle. So now they can't even get in here no more. So that's good. And I got another story, another history to show. When I first put cattle here, I didn't have this cross fence here, but I had the corner post over there where the gate is now. You can't see it. Yeah, you see the top of the board there. Anyway, I had a fence. I still had that fence, and then from there it went across the creek. It went across the creek, because that's a smaller creek. Went across the creek, and then went on the bottom of this hill, and went across there. That's before that landslide. And then it went across the bottom of that hill above the creek, and then down over there it crossed to that post, and that was a dummy fence too. That was a dummy fence too. Although I think it was on. Now that I think about it, I think I figured out a way to make it on. Yeah, but it was always a hassle. Every time there was a flood, it was always a hassle. Yeah. Although that was, I think I used a barbed wire fence, and I didn't have that wooden post. I just had those T-posts with the braces on it. I had that tied across for strength. Anyway, I didn't even have this fence. But over time, there was a landslide, and then lots of things started to fall into those areas there. But in the past, when I first put cattle here, they were able to roam here, and their favorite spot was right here below the hill here before that landslide. They used to wallow. There's always a pool of water there. Yeah, and they used to, and it's shady all the time, so they were always hiding in there. But over time, this became unusable, so I decided, okay, put this cross fence in, across the creek with a dummy wire, and then put this wire up so they can't get in there no more. And it worked. Yeah. This was too hard to manage with my fence. It was too hard to take care of. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. And then since I'm here, I'll get a panoramic view of the pasture way down there. Let me go over here. Better view. Yeah, there's my new gate I put in last year. I put a gate, I think it's 6 foot. Put a 6 foot gate on this side and a 6 foot gate on that side, so that way I can drive my four-wheeler and lawnmower on the outside and keep it clean. Yeah. And I put barbed wire up all along there too. 2 strands of barbed wire on the existing fence. Same thing here. Added some posts and some barbed wire. And then there's more of that purple flower. And this is just a different view of my pasture down here. And Bully's following me around. Ain't you, Bully? Little Bully. Okay. And then we're back. And that's where I keep my hay up there. Yeah. Store the hay and I feed the hay up there. It's high ground. Don't worry about flood. And there's the big pasture on the bottom, on that side, across the creek. And this is my pasture near the road. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go down in that corner now. Yeah, I'm on this is the southwest corner of the pasture. We're close to the road. There's the crossing. And you can see there, culvert. Everybody see the hole. And all they do was cover. That's what I first intended for my bridge. But it didn't work out very good, so I beefed it up. Okay, that's because I put riprap underneath the concrete. That was the problem. I should have just put riprap right on the creek bed. I mean, concrete right on top of the culvert. That way, I don't think it would have washed away. Anyway, this is where I used to have a fence. I didn't have this fence when I first put cattle here. I didn't have this fence. My fence crossed here. I had a barbed wire crossing. I didn't have this post. I just had I only had this 2 strands of wire here. 2 strands, I think. Yeah, 2 strands along here. Maybe it was 3. I don't know. 2 or 3. Smooth wire. I added all this barbed wire last summer. Yeah. Because it kept getting out through here and getting out to the neighbor's bean field. So then I discovered it wasn't the cattle, it was me. I didn't hook it up with the corner down by my pasture road. So it was always off. Anyway, I had a barbed wire crossed here and I had it on. See my white insulator on that tree? Yeah, that's probably where my property ends, around where that stump is. Anyway, and then the fence went across, and I had things hanging down that were supposed to be working too on, and then the fence was on, all added on right at the bottom of this hill here through the trees, and it went around that little corner, then across that little stream going that way, across the stream going out to my other pasture, and then continued on there. But at one time, and the cows used to hang out here because it was always shady and there was always a pool of water here. They used to hang out there. But then there was a landslide, wiped out my fence. There was a landslide right there, and this was a long time ago. And then I said, well, it's just too hard to maintain this. I can see one of my fence posts. There's another one over there. I just left them. I think I took the wire down, but I left the post. And another fence post there. Yeah. There's one up there. What's it doing What's it doing way up there? It's right in there somewhere. Yeah. What's it doing there? That's awful high up. And I didn't have a fence there. Did I? No. my fence from here, went from here across, and then that way. But anyway, after the landslide, it was just too hard to maintain. So I decided to shorten my pasture because there wasn't much in here to eat anyway. So I put the fence here, and then made a crossing over there, which is narrower anyway. So it worked out okay. Okay, so now I got a view from this side. Yeah, looking good. Okay, I'm done. That wind's still cold. Coming right in through the west, coming from this direction. Man, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. North, northwest, something like that. West, northwest. It's just too cold out here. I'm dressed warm, but it's still cold. Wind's pretty strong. Okay, let's go back to the truck. Oh, that's right, I gotta pick up those limbs yet. I forgot. Okay, let's go. There's little bully again. Oh, sorry, bully, didn't mean to catch you in that situation. Oh well. Doesn't mean nothing to you though, does it? Where are you going? You embarrassed? Let me catch up with you. Where you going, buddy? Oh, he keeps catching up to your little buddy. Oh, good, he's in a good full sunlight. That's good. There you go. That's enough. Not sure if it's easy to see on the video, but there's a berm here, a little bit of high ground right through there, and that was left over from when they originally dig this creek out. When I first bought the land, after I had the creek straightened out, and they left the berm here. They had one on the other side too, but I always fed hay on it because it was high ground, and they got it wore down now. But this one I never did nothing with, and I probably should have had them push it out, because there's always a wet spot on this side. This side's dry, but this side here, you can see this. Oh, look at the calves. They're chasing cows. Anyway, right through here, there's a low spot there, and when it rains a lot, it always fills up with water. You can see why the grass don't grow very good there. And there's some kind of water grass growing there too, that taller stuff. Yeah, this area collects water. It's always muddy there too, so I gotta try to avoid it. Yeah, I should have had them pushed this dirt out when they had all the machinery out here, but well, I guess I didn't want to spend the money. Anyway, that's the way it is. Okay, but now they have a high spot here to play King of the Mountain on. That's a nice view. We're back to the scratching tree. All right, catch you later. That's what I gotta do in the future. Hopefully this spring sometime, before the grass gets too big. Let's move those branches, those fallen trees that were pulled out of the creek. I need to move them back closer to the tree, all of them. Get them up there. That way the cows can still scratch on them over there, but at least they'll be out of the pasture way and I can mow easier. Okay, that's another project for the future. Okay, when it warms up a little bit. Still got to drive over there yet. Check them two out. See how close they are to the cabin. if I can even tell. That log is stuck. It's buried good. I need a pry bar or something to get it out. And then I'd like to move it. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, but it's really stuck. I don't want to strain myself. Look, they got a well-worn path coming down to the creek there. They got another one over there, and another one over there, and another one over there. Yeah, they got lots of ways to come in. Yeah. I thought they were using that one, but I don't think it is. I think that's just where the water runs out from up there. Yeah. I'd like to rechannel that sometime and get that away from the... I don't like the water coming through the gate. But there's not much I can do about it right now. We'll see. It is again. That's how that post gets pushed into the ground. I should take that post out when I'm not needing it. I only use it there when I go through this gate with a truck. I use it to block the gate. But they like to rub on it with their neck and winds up pushing it into the ground. Munchy cow. Yeah. I need something shorter. That's what I need. I need to put some kind of a post in there. Yeah, a short post. Yeah. I'll have to work on that. I'll have to look into something. I got a plan. I'll see if that'll work. Yeah, I got a plan. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, something I can take in and out easier. Hi, cow. Where you headed? Okay. Across the creek, checker, but yeah. Well, it looks like she has an udder, but I think that's because she has a calf that's, I think, still nursing. Anyway, yeah, I'll get a closer look at her when I go over there. Buried too deep, I can't get it out. I'll have to use something else to dig it out. Or just keep going around it like I have been with the mower. I forgot about this pile of branches. I gotta throw them over, throw them in the truck, and then I gotta get those branches there by that gate and throw them all onto that pile over there. Yeah. Cow on the left there, she's acting funny. I gotta go catch a closer look at her. Yeah, there's the pasture from this corner. That's where I just was, way back there, along that fence. Yeah, and I walked up along that side, along the creek. Yeah, there's the cattle. Why is she just staring at something? I gotta go check it out. Maybe she's like me, she's just watching the water flow. That's always hypnotizing. Looks like Bully's coming down for a drink. That's it, Bully, get a drink. Nice clean water there. I think they like that, walking through that sand. Yeah. Good picture. But his reflection is not really clear. Wind's making too many waves. Sometimes I get a clear reflection when there's no wind. That's it. Go get your feet wet, boy. The big Bully. That big Bully. Came here just at the right time. Okay. Alright. Let's go up and check that cow. I think she's getting ready to have a calf up there. Not there, but she's acting funny. There's Bully getting a drink. That cow still got a big belly. The one on the left there on this side of the creek. Yeah, she didn't have a calf yet, but I think she's pretty close. Let me go get her a closer look. They're all coming down for a drink now. Yeah, there's three of them, and then a couple down there. Of course, peeing it for the ones downstream. Oh, there's a nice shot. Everybody's drinking. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, she just stands there like she's waiting. How you doing, Mama Cow? Don't run away from me. Come on. No. That's a good shot from the rear. There's them in there. I'll get a drink. I'm getting a drink down that way. And little Bully, he's still eating grass on the pond bank. I don't know, I can't tell, but I think she's getting close to calving. I'll have to check her every day just to make sure she has no problems calving. Okay. That's what I'm going to do out here. I'm not going to check their hay, their leftover hay, because they got more grass to eat now, I guess. And I'm sure they still got plenty of hay up there from the other day. I checked it yesterday, it's plenty yet. Okay, I'll catch you later. I still got to move those limbs with my truck to this pile up here by the bridge. Yeah, I think it's warmer down there. Okay, let me get back to my truck and pick up some limbs. I just realized that actually I tripped over it. When I was working on this fence yesterday, see it's connected here. In case the water does get high enough, it'll break here, it'll come apart here. And that fence, anyway, I took it down yesterday to work on this log, and I had that fence laying across the bridge, going that way. And I forgot to hook it back up yesterday, so that means the fence is still off. All that fence there has been turned off since yesterday. And that's something. And I just happened to realize it when I walked on it and my feet hit the fence. So I hooked it back up and turned it back on when I go down there. Yes, I'm always forgetting something. Okay, I like this scene here from my bridge. I like it. Okay, let's go to the truck. Okay. Now I'm here. Well, I remember to turn the fence back on as I was walking by. Walk on by, walk on by. Oh, look what I found on the ground. That's some nice, small, purple flowers. Ain't that cute? Okay. Oh, I loaded up a few branches to take down to that pile down there. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, the burning piles, brush pile's a little bit bigger now. Someday I'll burn it, but probably by the time I get ready to burn it, cattle have it scattered all over the place. As usual. Okay, I'm going to drive across and check the cattle from the road. I parked about halfway up the pasture road. So they like that salt block. I think I need to move it from there over to there. Yeah, so they can stand on their path while I lick it, because this little ridge there is higher up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, but not while they're licking on it. I'll wait till she's done. Yeah. Yeah, and that heifer's still over there by herself. And then that cow, that's the oldest cow on the right, and the second. Oh, wait a minute. That's the heifer over there on the left. That's the heifer on the left. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And then that one over there is the actual cow. That's a cow. That's the cow. That's the mother. That's the mama cow of that white bully right there. There's white bully. I got both bullies together. Bullies. There's both bullies. Right, bullies. Big bully and little bully. You still licking, little bully? Licking your itch? Come on. Face me. Come on. There you are. Big bully and little bully. Together again. Look at little bully. He's already acting like a bull. Checking out that heifer. That's your sister. Don't bother that. Yeah. Yeah, he's a little bully. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. Probably have to sell him. He's too related to all these guys. I wonder if I can move that. I need to move the salt block over there next to the other one. I'll have to go through the gate to do that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Move that salt block. Hey, look at that. Hey, so good. He's calm. I've never had any problem with him. Yeah. And look what I found. I went to go through this gate and I found my hammer. I didn't even know I lost it. I would have known last time I looked for it, but I didn't even need it. But anyway, I found it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Go through that gate. Boy, that wind picked up all of a sudden, blowing from the north. It feels like it got colder. I don't know how that was possible. Anyway, there you go, bully. Scratching your neck on that post. That's how they drive it into the ground. Yeah. It's not a very tall post anyway. I just have it in there temporarily. I got to figure out a different solution here. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the post shorter. But I still have it where I can put the gate, tie the gate to it. At least when I'm driving through. Yeah. That way I'll eliminate something that they can scratch on. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Okay. Alright. Have fun, bully. Now I'm going to move that salt block up next to the green one. That'll do. As long as they don't roll it down into their path, That'll do. Okay. It's too cold out here. It looks warm with the sun shining, and the sun feels warm when you're not in the wind. But that wind really is, it's kind of biting today. Okay, that's all for today. I'm gonna call it a day and rest. It is Sunday, by the way, so it is a day of rest. Okay, so that's what I'll do. All right, catch you later. I got one more thing to do. Well, you can't get out there. What do you want to go through there for, huh? I'll let you in there later in the spring when the grass gets big enough on this road area and the ground's dry. I'll let them in there to eat this grass in there. They even go up there. They go up there and they have those cedars. There's no grass up there, but they walk up the hill. They go around the other side and go up. Yeah, and then they play around in there, scratch on the cedars. But mostly they just eat the grass in here. Once they get it mowed down, I let them back out. That's why I have that post there, so when I open this gate up, they can go in here and there at the same time. Of course, they do have water inside there, so if I wanted to, I could lock them in, but I usually don't. Right, Bully? Yeah, okay. I'll catch you later, Bully. Well, I'm not going to forget my hammer this time. I'll take it back to the truck. Alright, catch you later. Yeah, I remember I used that hammer to drive in that post over there because it had it bent over. I had to pull it out and put it back in. Okay, I got the hammer now. Well, they're eating the grass. I think they're forgetting about the leftover hay. Yeah, I guess that's, as long as they got grass to eat, I guess that's alright. The hay will always be there. If they need it, they'll have it to go back to. There's the salt that I moved. And there's the cattle. The rest of them out there. Oh, it's warmer here. Yeah, it's warmer here. There's hardly any wind. And the sun feels good too. Yeah. There's that cow still over there by herself. Yeah, way over there. And the bully's over here. So they're all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all here. And the reason it's warmer here because this hill behind me is blocking most of the wind. You see it's windy up on top. See the trees blowing? There's a little wind coming around the corner. I can feel the wind coming around this corner here. Coming around the corner when it comes. It's coming around the mountain. It'll be coming around the mountain when it comes. Be coming around the mountain when it comes. And it's still cold. But not as bad. It's a little warmer here. That's good. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna end it here. I'll be back though. I'll be checking these 3 females that are supposed to be pregnant and due to have a calf this spring. And I'll come back and check them. Yeah. And I'll check the fences too. Make sure they're working. Okay. Okay, running low on battery again, so I better end it here. Okay, catch you later. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, catch you on the next one. Bye. Well, they came through the gate to be with his herd. The only one missing is that one over there. So, okay, catch you on the next one. Bye. I think I'll use this area. This view is my ending video. Yeah. At least I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals in this shot, in this view. So we'll go with that. Okay, that's all for today. Going back to the house, stay warm. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. So it's still March 17th, 2024. And it's about 2 p.m. I'm back at the house, and it's still got a wind, a real cold north wind blowing. It's 50 degrees, but it feels a lot colder. Okay, I'm done for today. And I just checked the barn. Well, so far no more groundhog holes. None yesterday, and so far none today. So maybe they left. Maybe I managed to scare them off or frustrate them enough to dig somewhere else. Okay, I only took some photos. I didn't take no video up there. I don't get a good video. It's too dark in the barn. Hey, okay. Well, that's all for today. Go back in the house where it's warm. It's cold out here. Catch you on the next one. Bye.